A very important day for Egypt, the start of the House of Representatives elections 2025, and the Egyptian expatriates did start casting their vote in different countries in the world. To shed more light on the issue, I'm very much delighted to be joined here in the studio by Dr. Walaa Sherif, our political marketing professor. Dr. Walaa, thank you so much for joining us and have a lovely day.
Thank you. It's my pleasure, Mercy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Walaa, how do you evaluate the significance of the 2025 House of Representatives election for the Egyptian expatriates, and how do you see the importance of the political engagement for the Egyptians living abroad?
Egypt is taking a lot of achievement steps, starting by the statement agreement in October, and then the great civilization. We show what we have to hold the word, and then we came to the parliament elections, which is an important step that after the Senate elections was last August. So we're waiting for the parliament one. And we have 4 parties in one list, which is the national list that include 4 parties. We are not well aware of their political, let's say political agenda. Okay, we saw the banners in the street. The role of embassy and the ambassadors all over the world should aware the Egyptian citizens who live there of the candidates who are wishing to be elected by them, to the targeted segment of the voter who has got the right to vote. So there is a role. It is well organized by the National Elections Authority. It's well organized, but it started yesterday at 9 a.m. in New Zealand. Yeah. Okay, because there are difference of time, 10 hours between them, and it will end up at California tomorrow, inshallah. Yes. So now we are still watching how they will participate, and we especially have to focus on USA, Egyptian people who are living in USA, especially in New York. After there are elections in New York, and the youth are making some great movements and political changes in New York, so and also in California. So that will reflect on us too. So we will see and how they will participate.
What's your expectation, since you have mentioned, Dr. Walaa, the role of youth? What's your expectation from the youth, especially the youth who are living abroad? Many of them maybe they are not totally aware of the political situation in Egypt. How do you see the role here that should be played by the Egyptian youth living abroad in making the future for their country? And from your point of view, what we should be telling them about the importance of such a role that should be played by them?
I will say to them, it's the right that they have to participate, and they have to participate even if they are living out of Egypt. But once their families are living here, they have got a lot of rights through the Egyptian embassy and the councils there. So they are not, they said they are not Egyptians anymore. They are Egyptians and they have to vote. But I don't know the way of thinking of youth, especially there are a lot of factors that affect their line of and participation and the political policy they believe in. So I have to know the identity and the ideology of the youth. It's very important. In each and every country, the youth who is living in Saudi Arabia is different from who is living in USA, is different from who is living in Canada. But go and participate, yes, and be aware and be attached to the Egyptian embassy. Don't go and leave Egypt anymore, and then come back to say, where's my right? No, you left your right. So you have to participate, even if there are some some deviations in the election process. We have to say that, especially in the promotional factors, which is very important. We have to mention. We have seen just only banners, okay, and we have seen some of programs for all candidates in the parliament, not the one who is willing to be a candidate or to be elected anymore. We didn't see a written agenda, to be discussed through television or through negotiation between two candidates, for example. There was no flyers like before the 2020 parliament elections. 2020, you can, when you are driving your car, you will have a flyer for a candidate to see the logo and the slogan and points of his agenda to be discussed in each and every file. But I have to mention why.
Yes.
But all of them, and we as Egyptian citizens, even if we don't have the right to participate in the election, are seeking now, which is for the economical stability. So this step is a step of the roadmap that should be taken to show, we showed the world, and we show the American and European world that we have got a political stability, and we can, Egypt is very safe since the visit of Macron at Al Hussein, not only when we have here Trump and other presidents. So we can welcome all over the world here in Egypt, and we can. Yes.
And we have seen recently also the inauguration of the Grand Egyptian Museum with huge participation from world leaders and monarchies and monarchs. So how that would be reflected on showing how Egypt is actually is safe and welcoming all its visitors as well?
Yes, this will reflect on the youth who live abroad and live here too, that they said they got taught Egypt has got all that security system that can have all the presidents all over the world here, and when they did that, the difference in time between the agreement statement for Palestine, in Sharm el-Sheikh, just 2 weeks, and then we have the inauguration of the museum. So it's a lot of time, hidden preparations and good surprises, a good image of the president. The president Sisi is taking a lot of good steps, saying that Egypt is safe. The message, the political message that is shown to all over the world that Egypt is safe. This is number one. Seeking for political stability, manage the Arab area or Middle East area. Egypt is managing that area.
Indeed.
Yes, and it's on the top. And seeking for peace, okay? So, yes, that's the good point. On the other hand, deviation, we have some economic problems that all the families, we are all over Egypt and outside Egypt are suffering from. We have to say that. Yes, and we have to mention that to solve it, not to ignore it. I'm not saying that this point is not, we say that we have a problem in the economic system. We have to focus the next step, the next phase, the next chapter. We have to focus on the economic problems, and we have to offer a lot of jobs to see the employment, to take care of the youth. We have to manage a lot of achievement programs that achievable to the citizen. It said internal political marketing. We will marketing for the citizen to gain their loyalty to the Egyptian government and the ministers.
As Dr. Walaa, as a voter, either an expatriate or a voter who is living in Egypt, what should be my expectation from my candidate, from my representative in the House of Representatives, and according to what criteria I would be choosing who to vote for?
Okay, that's a very well question. You know, I'm a political marketing instructor, And there's difference between political marketing and elections marketing. Election marketing is made for the candidate who is going for a parliament or presidential elections, and they offer an agenda to know them and to know their ideology and to know more about each and everything, and they give us promises that should be implemented if he win the elections. Okay, so what if I'm, as a voter, as you said, I know points about X candidate or Y candidate, 1, 2, 3, and then he won the elections, and I should know he will implement those points or not. I will not know. You know why? Because the sessions is not on TV. We seek to ask the government to air, yes, all the sessions like before. What happened during the Islamic era with some when they were on air in such a session, and they were saying some terrible political statements that should not be mentioned. It's for political parties, not us. But we have to go on air for all the sessions of the parliament again to know who is representing us, to know who is that candidate. It's not only the ideology or the party. The candidate himself is marketing for his own self, for his own ideology, his own mind, his own character. How they speak, how they can go through a negotiation, how they can present us inside Egypt and outside Egypt. He is my representative. So I have to see him, how he will deal. So we have to ask the government to go through by the way, yes, through the television of the government, through, yes, Maspiro. You know why? Because some candidates, they have a snap videos or shots or reels for themselves in the sessions, and it's posted on the Facebook and social media, which reflect not a good image for Egypt. But we have an official channel to go on air for those sessions. It is very important.
Dr. Walaa Sherif, our political marketing professor, thank you so much for being our guest for today. Always a pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Our dear viewers, with that we come to the end of this edition of the Breakfast Show, where we were tackling the House of Representatives election, the start in the elections for the expatriates, and throughout the day we'll be covering the election process in the different states around the world for the House of Representatives elections 2025. Stay tuned on Nile TV International.